This is your source for local news in the Heartland. This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
Welcome back. It's time for our entertainment segment, which means this morning we have Scott Kellum joining us once again. How are you?
I'm great. Yourself?
I'm doing great,
Good.
Minus the fact that it's Friday the 13th.
Hey, come on. In the movie business, this is a great day.
Yes, it is. All right, so we're going to actually talk about, for about a minute or so,
Sure.
Titanic 3D, because that's
Correct.
what our viewers had picked.
Yep, and it's still Titanic. You know,
there's no alter changing of the engine or anything?
the ship doesn't sail on at the end of it or anything. It's still Titanic. It's still a great movie.
Okay.
You know, DiCaprio, as much as people want to take away from him, he's still a great actor. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? You know, all these movies he's done in the past, he's a great actor and he does a good job with this movie. The problem with this as a 3D movie is you're taking a 2D movie and going to 3D. It's not a movie built for 3D. So you'll actually be surprised what little of this movie is actually in 3D. You know, is actually in 3D. Although the parts that are in 3D are a great part of the movie, you'll really be surprised by that. The other part of this movie is, I'm surprised by James Cameron saying, I will never take a 2D movie and go 3D with it, but that money and that want for a sub to go down and see Titanic really throws the ball into play there. So, yeah. Great movie. I don't think it's worth the money to go out and see again. No. You know, even if you liked it, you know, I don't think it's worth the extra money to see it in 3D. Okay. But, you know, if someone really liked it and want to try it, yeah.
All right.
There you go.
Now we want to talk about
Friday the 13th,
yes.
My favorite day every time it comes around, just because I'm a huge horror movie fan. And let's talk horror movies. Let's talk bad horror movies.
Okay.
So, what is your favorite horror movie?
We just talked about this.
Yep.
I would say Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
The originals or the remakes?
Both, I guess you could say.
Okay, yeah, I have to agree. There are some great movies, but I'm a fan of bad horror movies. I'm talking the original, the creator of the zombie movie, George A. Romero. Have you ever seen any of the Dawn of the Dead, the Day of the Dead? The greatest movies ever made. Now, let's be serious. Little social issues taken on, great social issues in those movies, but just bad horror movies, and they're so great.
Oh,
so get out, see a horror movie.
Yes.
Zombie movies are always great. Friday the 13th
That's
movies.
what I'm doing tonight. Is I'm going to have a horror movie marathon. So,
Children
and for
of the
all
Corn.
our fans out there, go ahead on our Facebook page and list your favorite horror movie, and then maybe we'll do a discussion.
There we go.
Ourselves.
That sounds great.
Thanks for that.
Not a problem.
And we'll be right back.